It's showtime.
BSnBEER Media, in association with STWF TV, the podcasting network.
Introducing the best in the world!
Welcome in. It is best in the world. Hashtag BITW. I'm your host, Dale. With me today, we got my guy, Jake, in the building. What's up, Jake?
Not a whole lot. Getting ready for football and lots of good
Yes,
wrestling
sir.
stuff been happening. Excited. How you been, Dale?
Yes, sir. All good, man. All good. And also with us today, we got Trell from Sports for You. What's up, Trell?
What's going on, Dale? How we doing today?
All good, man. All good. I'm still kind of recovering from the tragic loss that we will get into shortly here. But you know, you guys did warn me, so I should have prepared myself. I didn't prepare myself. It's my fault.
Yeah.
So
We want you, Skidder. We want you.
you did. So, man, let's talk some wrestling news real quick. There's been news of a lawsuit. Cody Rhodes and WWE being sued for the title American Nightmare. Jake, tell me more about this, man.
Yeah, so I don't exactly know how old the news is, but I know it broke today at some point. I had just seen it before I hopped on, actually. The band American Nightmare and Cody many years ago had either a handshake or a contractual agreement for Cody to use that nickname as long as it was connected to him, the wrestler, which is why this lawsuit ends up being a little bit confusing down the end. They're saying the T-shirts, and I think something about just the graphic or whatever is being used more as the theme instead of Cody the wrestler, and they're suing WWE for the contract infringement for $150,000, and they're also putting on top of it $300,000 for damages and something else. So while me and Trill were talking about it, we both kind of came to the conclusion, like, it doesn't make any sense because, one, Cody's been using the name for many years, and you wait till he gets to the WWE again to say something about it. And two, if you're getting tagged on Twitter and they're mixing it up because they're using it, that just means your band's getting exposure. So what exactly are you suing for here? This just seems like a petty money grab to me.
That's exactly what the lawsuit was about. We want more money.
Yeah, I was
That
telling
means a lot of
him
money over there.
that it's probably asking for an extra amount. Then WWE was like, I don't think so. And they're like, well, we'll see you in court. And WWE's like, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. That's
Because that's
exactly
worked for everybody
right,
else
bro.
in the past, right?
Yeah. You go ahead.
Because that one
Because
indie wrestler.
didn't WWE get sued for I think it was Jey Uso's Yeet?
Yes.
Yeet.
That's
Yep.
literally exactly
And
what I
that
was about to bring up.
lasts about like a few days, and next week on the next episode, he was back wearing the shirt again. So yeah, go ahead.
They pulled all the Yeet shirts off the shelves. They pulled them off WWE shop. They contacted the indie wrestler, paid him a little chunk for the trademark, and Jay's got it back. And like you said, the very next week, he's yeeting all over again.
But then before they did that though, they started blurring out Yeet. So it was where you could barely read it, and they were selling those shirts. So
Yeah.
yeah, well, WWE's been around the block a few times, bro. This will go away pretty soon. I guarantee.
So because it sounds like a Cody thing, not just a WWE thing. Because if what he's saying is correct, and he's had this contract for years, it's like why get WWE involved now? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, good luck with that.
Yep.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, take this 175 and get out my site.
Pretty much.
That's what it is, man.
They'll give them under half of what they want, because what's that in total right there? 140, 450K. They'll give them like 100 to get them to shut up and get away with it.
Especially if they've been doing it for years anyway. So it's like, yeah, come on.
Yeah, they might not get nothing, because I'm telling you, man, like they're just coming out with this whole big lawsuit, man. I'm telling you, I don't think they're gonna get a penny.
It's that,
Yeah.
or before it actually goes to court, they'll figure out the trademark and how much it's actually worth, and just buy the trademark from them. It's going to be one of the two.
Yeah. Or Cody buys it for himself.
Yeah, that's what he should do. That way he can use it once he leaves.
Well, I thought he had the trademark, period.
Yeah.
I mean, he brought it up before about the song. Like, you know, this is my song. You're gonna hear it wherever I go. You know, this is all my. So, you know, it sounds like he had everything lined up. So,
and that's the thing, though. Cody Downstate, I believe, is the band. He did his that band did Smoke and Mirrors. And then when he left, he got that, like, he's best friends with that band. And they were like, I need a new song. Here's what the name needs to be. Here's what I want it to sound like. They made it. And them and Cody have a strong bond to where he's like, they allowed me to use this song in WWE as well. You guys can't own the rights to the song, though, because he's obviously, if he leaves WWE, he's going to want to use it again.
Right. Yep. All right. Let's talk about No Mercy, which was held this weekend. Sports for You did a watch along with that. If you guys are interested in going back and looking at that, please do. Give those guys a follow as well. How was the show? How was the watch along, man? How did you enjoy it?
It was good content, man. Like last time I checked, I don't know what the numbers are now, but last time I checked, we hit like over 100 views. So
yeah, man,
it wasn't bad for a B-level pay-per-view. It was. Yeah. I liked the pay-per-view. It wasn't, so much to be expected. So everything was pretty much, we knew what was gonna happen. There was a few like, oh, okay, but No Mercy was good, man. I enjoyed especially the end. The ending was good.
Yeah. Did you have would that be considered your favorite match, or did you have a favorite match from it?
I don't know about favorite match. Well, no, I take that back. My favorite match actually was Zach Wentz and Wesley.
Yeah.
Yes,
that was cool, and I was not expecting Wentz to actually win that match. So that was pretty cool.
No, because WWE likes bringing over the TNA talent, but they don't like putting them over. So getting that to happen was nice.
Right. Yeah, he definitely went over. That's a real good point there, man. Because we are going to get some more crossovers. One of the crossovers that's going to happen this next week, according to what happened on NXT this week, Jordan Grace will have an open challenge on NXT, defending her Knockouts title. So that's going to be interesting to see who steps up to the challenge, and even if they, let them go over, or do we have a feud building from this thing? I'm hoping for a feud at least, not necessarily a title change, but some kind of feud from it. So,
well, I don't know if we have
Rascals is showing up too.
Yeah, Rascals.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we have. I don't exactly know when TNA's pay-per-views are, but I don't know if we have Slammiversary or Victory Road coming up. But if they get something big for Jordan Grace from the NXT level, that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I still think Bound for Glory is going to be the one where they have a whole lot of NXT influence on that one, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, because TNA, funny enough, has their own Big Four, and it's nice to see they're still around and popping.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's talk a little bit more about the card. We already went over Zachary Wentz going over Wes Lee. Nathan Frazier and Axiom defeated Chase U, Ridge Holland, and Andre Chase to become the new champs. And, of course, after this match, Ridge Holland turns on Chase U and just like destroys him. I guess we kind of saw that part coming. I didn't see them dropping the titles this early. I thought they'd make a little bit more of a run and then have the Ridge Holland change, turn, or whatever. What did you think, Terrell?
I like how sometimes we know it's going to happen, but we don't know when it's going to happen. Right. So even though it was predictable, it was still surprising. And that's what I like about it, because I thought it'd be they have a nice little reign, and then, you know, maybe down the road, maybe next pay-per-view or something, you know, Ridge Holland turns on them and then they lose. I didn't think that they would lose right off the bat on their first offense. Right. And Ridge Holland was like, all right, I think I'm good now. So that was
they had just had like the gold U shirts come out. Like we were selling merch.
That is a good WWE thing to do, though.
Yeah, but like I said, I like how it's predictable, but yet we still didn't know when it was going to happen. We thought it was going to be before, but it didn't happen when they won the tag team championship. We're like, oh, all right, so they're gonna, you know, drag this out a little bit longer. Yeah, I didn't know like the next time around that was it.
Without getting too off topic, you know what I think the funniest thing, or one of the funniest ones, where they made a tag team, made merch of it, sold a bunch of merch real quick, but it ended literally that night.
Who's that?
Was when Chris Jericho and AJ Styles got together and they made the Y2 AJ shirts.
Oh yeah.
And
wow, I didn't even remember this.
Yeah, they had those shirts, and they literally broke up that night. Jericho jumped him, and it went straight to a turn right after being babyface. It was classic.
Yeah. And them shirts are no longer seen again. So you jumped on them. Hey, those are collectors now.
Yep.
That's great, dude. For real, it really is. Okay, so this is what I found online.
Yeah.
That's great, dude.
I remember those.
It was crazy, but I was for it. I thought it was funny. I almost bit and got one, but I didn't get paid till Friday, and it happened. And I'm like, and then I changed my mind, not thinking like Terrell just did, and said it'd be a collector's item. I'm like, I don't want this shirt, Chris Jericho, even though I love Chris Jericho. Jericho, you bastard.
That's great, man. Kalani Jordan defeated Wendy Chu. I like this Wendy Chu gimmick. The makeup is outstanding for sure. But her being like this evil kind of person, and now she's getting in good with Rosemary and kind of building a little bit of a stable, maybe.
I'm kind of waiting. I'm kind of waiting to see how this whole thing with Tatum Paxley, because I feel like Tatum Paxley and the Vinci is going to be in that stable if there is one.
Okay.
Because that's a whole bunch of crazy going around. So,
right.
But I'm impressed. I did not know that Wendy Chu was originally she was like the third person from that group with Xia Li.
Yes, I know. She was the one in the chair.
Yeah,
Right.
I did not know that was her.
Yes.
Until John told me, I was like, no way.
Yes.
Wild.
I said it before. I'm glad to see her character from the 2.0 era survive and did like a little reboot a little bit. So, and I like how it's easy to bring in Rosemary from TNA because it's all in that evil lore, darkness type of thing. So this
they all roll together.
Brand, this cross brand is like, and think about this one, Dale. Eventually, Havoc is going to make a return. So hopefully, she makes her return in the middle of this partnership, and there you go. That's another aspect to this whole Wendy Chu thing. So I'm anxious to see how this goes. But this rivalry between Tatum and Wendy, I thought they're gonna form a tag team. I know there's gonna turn into into a feud, which now features Lyra Valkyria. So I'm definitely interested to see how this pans out.
Yeah, they could always pull in Nikki Cross if they need just something else evil or whatever and weird. Just
You guys
throw in
notice
there.
this trend though? You guys notice this trend though, right?
Okay,
If a character for
Crazy
whatever
chicks.
reason, if a character for whatever reason isn't working, like when do you choose character? Tatum's original character, Rhea's original character, they turn all these women goth because the Rhea effect worked. So that's what you're seeing with a lot of these characters.
Well, for Rhea, she was able to be herself. If you think about it, she was able to be herself.
And then after following Tatum Paxley on Instagram, you can see that's more herself too. Not the crazy part about it, but like with the music she listens to, with the clothes she wears, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So when they try to bring him as like two goody good shoes, it's like, especially if it's not really them,
Right.
Just, like nowadays, WWE is like, okay, let's bring out your actual side, and
yes,
there you go.
I agree with that. We're starting to see a lot more of that. Yep.
And like I was telling Dale, I'm a huge fan of Tatum Paxley, and I do like that she had her own little run. And then at the end of that match, I'm going to be honest because I'm savvy to the brand and the idea and what they do. I definitely did not expect Lyra to come back out and reform, because if you remember the last time that these two had any kind of interaction together, Tatum had turned on Lyra, and Lyra ended up going to the main roster, but she makes the comeback and says, I know we left off on a bad, because they did the backstage interview, I know we left off on a bad foot, but hug me, Tatum, and then they were good. I'm like, see, that's wholesome content. I'm for it.
Yeah.
They didn't ignore it. That's good stuff.
Because Lyra's not really doing anything on the main roster right now. So it's like, all right, instead of having catering, let's have you back and forth and put you down there to catering. I'm not catering to NXT, because she's kind of getting in the middle of the feud on Raw with what me and Michin like to call them the stud line. She's kind of getting into that little thing too. So I like how her and Pete Dunne got two different feuds going on two different on two different brands.
I'm for it though.
For sure.
Yeah.
And Pete Dunne's making it work great.
It works.
I'm gonna give Lyra her flowers though. That match against Nia Jax for the Queen of the Ring was outstanding. She did as much as she could with a bigger opponent, and I thought that match was fantastic.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought she died.
Obafemi defeated the Don, Tony D'Angelo. This is, again, Obafemi is going to be dominating. So you don't expect the Don to go over, but however, I kind of expect a little bit more from the family to jump him and maybe get that title from him that way. Because he's really just been walking around Tony D's, face, kind of just been like, I'm the ruler, I'm the biggest, baddest thing out there, which he is, and Tony D can't do nothing about it. But Tony D's a mob boss. You got people to handle that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's why I tried to get Stacks involved on NXT, but
and Stacks was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
Like, all right, you got it, boss. Yeah.
He's not an enforcer, but I mean, in Ward. But no, I'm personally, at the start, not an Obafemi fan. Now, within the last couple months, huge Obafemi fan. I also think that's why that they made Ridge turn on Chase U quick, do a little rivalry with Chase himself, and then go after Obafemi, because they need a big brute type of opponent to match up with Obafemi. I think that's who Ridge will go after next, because they wanted to build Ridge because they liked him as a singles, but he's obviously green and doesn't really know how to handle the spotlight. So send him down to NXT, get some work in, and then we're going to have you go after Oba and see what you can do in the limelight.
Yep. Well, this is the matchup I want to see right here. Oba versus Moose.
100% I'm with that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, did you hey Dale, did you notice that little comment he made to Rizzo that got the whole internet on the uproar?
Oh, yeah, women should stay in their place or whatever.
Dude, that had me dying. He's like, word. In some countries, women are to be seen, not to be heard. I'm like, huh,
Yes.
she pretty much showed up to
Yes.
shut up. I was like, my guy. Also, keep an eye on the D'Angelo family because Tony D's been taking a lot of L's lately, and he's been acting kind of weird when he nominated Stacks to take on Oba. That sounded like a heelish type of move there. So I don't know that just how, because like you say, he's the mob boss, he's the Don, but something's brewing over there.
So you think he's gonna turn his back on the family?
Either that, or maybe it's Stacks that's on the way out, or maybe the family turns on. I don't. It's just something. I just got this feeling that they've been a staple for a long time now, and and every time Don gets a title shot at something, he doesn't come up winning. So
yeah,
keep your eye on it.
The reason why I want them to stay together for a little bit longer, because if these rumors about Ricky Starks coming to NXT is true, the very first opponent I wanted them to have actually was Stacks.
I mean, you can still have it against Stacks. It just probably won't. It may or may not have.
Version of him. Yeah.
I think Stacks is just right for the opponent for Ricky Starks to go after first, if he ends up debuting in NXT. That is.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of guys. Him, Lexus King. He's always around to. He could be a one to.
He's there to fluff the talent.
Get Ricky Starks over. So that's that's another AEW locker room bedfellow. So that'll work with them. So yeah, I can see that. Or maybe he goes straight to Ethan Page. Who knows?
That's what they like doing lately.
Yeah.
Hey.
Roxanne Perez. Yeah, Roxanne Perez defeated Jada Parker. Jada Parker has really been turning it up lately. Like, she's getting a lot more from the crowd. I think they're high on her and her athletic ability, her look, everything like that. They may be fast tracking her to the main roster. Terrell, what you think about that?
Oh, she's on another level. She keeps this up. Like, I kind of compared on when we did the watch along, I kind of compared her trajectory to how Bianca Belair's was. Like, she was one of the main women that won War Games. She was the last. I don't know if NXT women won that Survivor Series when it was NXT versus Raw versus SmackDown. Was Bianca? She was on that winning team, right?
I don't think she was there on that, huh?
No, I think she was, because she had that stretch where she was at Survivor Series, then she had that big showing out party at the Royal Rumble, and then she pulls up to the main roster.
You're talking about Bianca, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Jada.
No.
Okay.
No, I was talking about Bianca. I think Jada's going to have that same similar trajectory, because right now she's balling. She hasn't won the title yet. In a way, she kind of doesn't really have to win the championship. If they give her one of those championships, cool. But it was pretty much her coming out party. So I think she's gonna have a big splash in November. Look for her in the Royal Rumble, and then after that, 2025, she should be on the main roster because she has the look, she has the athleticism, she has that poise in her. Like, she can hold her own in front of a camera, she can hold her own on the mic, she can hold her own on segments, just as Roxanne Perez's left cheek. So she.
Well, we got a good point here. The finisher is kind of lacking that little hip attack thing in the middle of the ring.
Yeah,
bump the ropes.
Yeah, and the one that she had the other night on NXT, that it was trash. But yeah, I'm pretty sure eventually she's gonna get a new one. I mean, they all wind up getting new finishes eventually, but she's very high. They're probably gonna gear up for a face turn. So, because she's over like 9,000.
Right.
So,
she is right now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jada's absolutely incredible. I wish that they'd push her way more. Look, this is controversial. I am not a fan of Kalani Jordan. Never saw the big whoop in her. I don't like her look. I really don't like anything about her. I'm going to be completely honest. I think Jada should have won that ladder match. I think it would have been fine to push her, give her a little bit more time, let people get used to her and see her a lot more than they have, just in like, hey, we like her, we're going to push her to the top now. That's not how I like the build. I don't like how they're building her. I wish that they would have done more with her to give her more limelight so you could see her more and be more excited for her. And I'm also, Dale, I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of Roxanne Perez. Not a fan. I don't think she's a prodigy. I think she needs to go back to, the Butch League. She's not that great. She wishes she could be Cora Jade and AJ Lee. I think she's terrible. I don't like her character. Stop hugging the title. Stop wearing the title weirdly around the shoulder the way you do. You're horrible. And Jada could have won that match and I would have been fine. It's just, you could do so much more with the champions that you have in NXT right now, and you're choosing scrubs. Shawn Michaels, do better.
Ooh, okay.
That's what you call a hot take right there.
Roxanne has been like the vet. Like she if you hear her interviews, she's been wrestling since she was like 12 or something like that. And people are coming to her for advice at NXT.
Be original. That's all I ask.
Original?
She's not original. What? She's a white dude. She's literally a carbon copy of AJ Lee, and then she stole Cora Jade, just like Sky Blue stole everything about them over in AEW. Be original. There's more characters out there. There's more things you can do. Instead of being like Sol Ruka, for instance, she's a gymnast. We have plenty of gymnasts up in NXT. What'd she take on, though? The Surfer Cali chick. Makes sense. It's cool. That's where you can explain the moves. She's got a gymnast background. We get it, but that's not what we look at her for. She's original. Right. That's why I'm a fan of Sol Ruka. You're not original, Roxanne. Do something different. Be yourself. Don't be yourself. Separate yourself from what has already been done. Acting a little psycho and acting very my precious over your title is just no. Do something different. Be original.
Okay.
Well, Jake's prayers are going to be answered on Tuesday, so.
Okay.
His prayer is going to be answered on Tuesday.
All right, and to wrap up, No Mercy, Ethan Page defeats Joe Hendry, and this was with Trick Williams as a special guest referee. I did not expect Joe Hendry to actually win, but it would have been talked about a lot if it did happen.
That would have been a shock.
it would have, because I mean, like I said, yeah, Zachary Vince beating Wesley. So I'm like, wait, you don't think they're gonna do it again, are you? So who knows, man? But that was a fun match. I like how they was going back and forth with the referees. So like Trick got taken out. Here comes the second referee. The second referee's about to make the 3 count. Here comes Trick, slides in, be like, hold on. Nope, I'm the ref. So I never seen that kind of aspect before. So that was pretty cool.
Yep. Okay. So that is No Mercy. Pretty much, I thought it was a solid PLE, and we'll see what we get coming up for the next one. But this Tuesday should be pretty good too, though. So keep an eye out for that. I think we should go ahead and take a quick break, and then we can come back and we can talk about All Out, because we just went all in, and so now we're going all out. Okay,
yeah.
So
I'll
confuse it too. Okay, very easy to do, but I'll do it. So, We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back, and we're gonna be talking all out. Here we go.
This is an emergency message. Stop what you're doing and hit the like button. Also comment and subscribe. Thank you. We now return you to your program.
We're back. Best in the world. Hashtag BITW. Be sure to follow that guy's instructions and hit that dang on like button. Okay? It's not hard. Hit the button.
Stick to the wrist.
Right. That's right, man. Let's talk AEW All Out. And let's start off with this first match here. Oh, hold on. We got Jay in the building. Oh, he's trying to get in the building. It's spinning right now, but we'll get him in here. So let's talk about this comment real quick. They want Hikaru Shida to win. Tony didn't hear what AEW fan wants, and they want Hikaru Shida to win. So there we go. Oh, Jay, you in the building? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. We're
Jay Smoke, what's up, player?
About to go through the AEW all out card here. So that's what we about to do. So the first comment is saying that they want Shida to win the championship, and they want AEW to listen to their fans. And I don't think that's gonna happen. But you know, it's just one of those things.
That's just someone being a fanboy. Like, come on. Mercedes needs credible people to beat right now. So who better to start beating former champions to build up her and that title? So
that's exactly what they're doing.
And again, this is me being a little bit controversial just because Dale knows how I am. I'm not a big fan of Shida either. Never had, never been.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, she okay, in my opinion. Like she's not gonna sell tickets and sell merch. She's a worker though. That's what it is.
Yeah. She's a workhorse.
You know. All right. Let's look at the first matchup we got here. Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Adam Page here in this matchup. It was crazy what Hangman did. Set this guy's childhood house on fire. Hangman, terrible person. So Jay, what you think about this matchup here?
Man, I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I done finally hopped on the AEW train.
Okay.
Finally. You know, the last pay-per-view, it impressed me. I mean, it still was like, but it impressed me. And these two guys, this is kind of what got me into wanting to watch AEW.
Yeah.
Their original beef. Like, this is some real street, real life beef.
Okay.
And like first it was Swerve doing the unthinkable stuff. Now it's Hangman. So I'm interested to see the match. I got Swerve obviously coming out on top. You know, the villain got to go down some type of way.
Okay. Yeah. Swerve is his pick. What you think, Terrell?
I'm gonna ask you something that I asked you probably like almost a month ago. Who's heel and who's facing this? Because 1 minute they're this, and then the next week they're this, and it's like, who are these guys? But I like that's one aspect of it is the storytelling. I like how it's an eye for an eye, a tick for tack. Like you broke into my house, you know, in my kid's room, with my baby's crib. All right. I'm gonna burn your house down. So, and it was the same house, but you know, it is what it is. Someone made a joke about that on Twitter. I saw it this morning. It's like this mofo burnt the wrong house. but I laughed so hard on that one, but it's like, but you knew what they were doing. So, but yeah, it was like an eye for an eye. When Swerve was a heel, he crashed home, and now the tables have reversed. And I guess since his feud with Daniel Bryan, he's no longer doing heel stuff. He's back being the babyface, buying his childhood home and this and that. So,
right,
I was not expecting that to happen. So, him to just come in and just burn the house down. I was like, oh shit, this is gonna come to an ending on Saturday. And I actually got Hangman winning this one because Swerve. I don't know what's the win-loss record with those two, but I think Swerve won the last one. So I think it's Hangman's time now because he should be the one to take out Daniel Bryan.
One of the things Hangman said was that Swerve never beat him.
Right.
It was he lost a match that involved Hangman, but Swerve didn't beat him. Maybe somebody else beat Hangman or something like that. So that's another one of the little things to kind of boost the story along. So
yeah, because the Mogul Embassy they interfered, and then the second one it was like a draw or something. So yeah,
right.
Because I'm trying to look at long term, and I think it should be Hangman to win this one because I think Hangman's probably gonna be the one that ends Bryan Danielson's championship run at the end of the year. So, what a way to get him that title shot is him beat Swerve. So, I actually got Hangman on this one.
Okay, Jake, what you thinking, man?
To lightly. Yeah, Jay, me and you got close enough to the same name. It's going to be tough to hear, but we'll get this. To lightly answer Trell's question, I feel like we just got two Batmans in this because they're anti-heroes. Neither of them are a heel or a face at the moment. Yes. I will say I'm not gonna. I believe Jay said it. I'm still not gonna hop on the AEW bandwagon, but I cannot get over how great everything Swerve Strickland's done since going to AEW.
Yes.
He's literally walked over there and just been gold since day one.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to have to go with Trell on this.
Cage match, too. Yeah, I forgot about that. Good point.
I think I'm going to have to go with Trell on this one, and I like the idea, or I forgot who said it, that he's going to be the one to take the strap off of Daniel Bryan or Danielson, whatever his name is. And I'm taking Page on this because it makes sense because you beat the guy who Danielson beat to get the belt in the first place. So it's a nice build.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and take Swerve to win this thing. I think they're going to give him some momentum so that way he can challenge Daniel Bryan. Bryan Danielson again. Sorry for the championship whenever they get to Washington again, and then he can hand the title back over to Swerve. That's what I think they're going to end up doing. So.
Could be.
Could be. And look, I got one more thing to say about this little beat.
All right.
This got to make it to be Stone Cold Rock type of vibe. Like, I love it. They're doing an absolute good job with you guys. To me, it's probably the best story they got at AEW right now.
Yeah. It quickly jumped to the top of the card for me.
I wouldn't say Stone Cold Rock, but I will say Stone Cold Triple H. Because those two went through hell and back, putting each other in the hospital. Triple H had Stone Cold ran over. Stone Cold dropped them off of a forklift. So it's one of those, like, those two would go to the depths of hell to get the upper
Triple
hand.
H pretending to get bit by a snake.
Yeah.
Well, y'all right on that. But I was talking about for the iconic. So that's all. But
that's what I'm saying.
Definitely right. It's definitely more Triple H. Right. It's definitely more. I mean, Triple H. Stone Cold.
Yeah. All right. Let's move along in the card. We've got Mercedes Moné versus Hikaru Shida. And for the TBS Championship, and Camille is banned from ringside here. I think for sure we're going to see another Mercedes victory here. Jay Smoke, what you thinking here?
Oh, I really got to answer this question. I mean, because it's the same thing with me. Like, I'm bored. Like, to me, this reign is worse than Io Sky. I know I said it before, but it's really worse than Io Sky. It's not giving me anything. It's not making me want to tune into the women's division at all. You know, it's, to be real with you, she should have dropped the belt to Britt Baker.
I like it.
And, you know, it kind of fought her way back. That would have kept me more interested. But to have her like this Kenny Omega when she didn't earn it, you just had a name in another company and you just come in this company and now you a belt collector? I can't.
And
Your mic skill is not good.
And then the worst part about it is that someone who she really, if you think about it, does not have any sort of connection to. You bring in Camille to be your bodyguard or your
bodyguard.
When have these two ever had any kind of commingling or any kind of bit of? It makes no sense.
They should at least. But hell, I would have thought better with Willow Nightingale being her bodyguard. At least they got history.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, this was done,
and I know it's
like, okay, we get it. You know.
Yeah, but it's like I can't fault AEW with this because I feel like Monet got a whole lot of creative responsibility on her own. She don't want nobody telling her that. She just this diva.
Yeah. I think you brought up the fact that she's got her own writers or something like that the other week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She has her own people. Yeah, and it's the one that helped her with her stuff in WWE.
Right.
Yep, sure is. Huh?
That's wild.
She need to find out who was writing her damn promos in WWE.
All right, Terrell, who you got in this match?
Oh, it's an easy dub for Mercedes. What I'm wondering is how they're gonna mesh well because that match with her and Britt Baker wasn't that good to me. I'm not gonna blame all that on Britt Baker. So I'm anxious to see how this is gonna work. But I don't see Mercedes losing because, you know, despite not earning it and has sorry promos, she can still go in the ring. I still give her that. That's the reason why she's one of the 4 horsewomen in professional wrestling. But I don't see her losing. Maybe she'll bring in somebody else to help her. So maybe it won't just be Camille. Maybe she'll hire somebody else, or maybe she'll, you know, get it done dolo.
Okay. Jake?
Trell, I like your optimism and bringing up the 4 horsewomen, but that was the 4 horsewomen of NXT. And when she got to the main roster, she didn't get much better. She'd get the title and drop it, and she had a ton of botches on her way out of WWE, and then she had to like a crybaby about it. I don't see that excellence in the ring. I also think and agree with you, though, that this is just a fluff match to try to make that title mean something. And I think that Monet will win this match. I am currently just waiting for Anna Jay to get back from Japan because she went over there to hone her craft, and she's been looking great over there. So if she makes her way back to AEW after honing her craft and getting a little bit better and not looking so green in her first big AEW run, then I think she can be a major player and help that women's division.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Okay. There is a 4-way match that hasn't been filled out yet. We got one participant, and that's Kazuchika Okada for the AEW Continental Championship. So we'll see who else he goes against. So let's talk about the tag team matchup that's scheduled here, and that's versus the Young Bucks versus the Blackpool Combat Club for the AEW World Championships. In my opinion, it looks like the Blackpool Combat Club is on their way out. Like we're about to stop talking about it. So I don't think they're going to win this title.
Yeah, breaks my heart because they could have did so much more with that group. But you know, You know?
Wait, you talking about the John Moxley group, right?
Yes.
But,
Right.
that Daniel Bryanson was a part of.
That John
Right,
Moxley's no longer a part of either, I believe.
Yeah, Moxley.
Oh, gotta be shit.
Yeah.
It hasn't been official yet, but yeah, you can tell the way he's been acting. He's nowhere near. It's just him and Marina Shafir. They're like nowhere near BCC. So
Right.
eventually,
I love her, by the way.
I'm not entirely sure if Pac is a member of the of the BCC now. But he's probably the only person from Blackpool.
Right, because didn't they win the trio championship?
Yeah,
They won the trio championship, right?
They won the trios. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Tony Khan just put them together. Like here.
Yeah, that's why I was confused because they didn't announce that they were Blackpool Combat. It was just Claudio Cassio. I forget the tag team specialist dude name. And Pac, I'm like,
Well, I mean,
okay.
if you remember correctly, the only reason this was called the Blackpool Combat Club is because William Regal was the one that helped put this whole thing together.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
And does it
Right.
make any sense to anybody else why you have the tag team champs going against the 6-man champs? It doesn't make any sense. Wouldn't you rather have two separate title matches?
Dale, haven't I been saying this? haven't I been saying this, Jay? Have I been saying this? Like, why are we having champions take on champions, and it's not a winner take all or nothing? It's just we're gonna challenge you for your titles now. It's like, come on, man. You got a lot of guys you can, sitting around. You can do a trios match with. So why are you going up to the Bucks? We got tag teams that can go out to the Bucks right now. What are we doing?
Now, for sure, I did hear this rumor that the rest of the Death Triangle, the Lucha Bros, are going to be WWE bound. But I also saw something else that was like, hey, maybe it's not happening. So I guess I can't cash this in until it actually happens. And so, I mean, Pac needs to do something because as a loner, he doesn't really do much more than make a good match. So
yeah,
but this is my thing. I could have sworn.
Go ahead, Jay.
Nah, I could have sworn he was after whatever it's called, the International Championship. I could have sworn he was he just dragging whatever it's called. Willow Offspring on the ramp, like.
Oh yeah,
what happened with that?
Exactly. He's still chasing him for it. So it's like, what are we doing here?
Right.
What are we?
Then they said
why is he even
literally said he had next.
Yeah. So why is he even a trios champion to begin with? You see what? Exactly. Proving my point, Jay. What the hell is going on? It's like you got champions fight for championships, and it's like I don't get it. I really don't. It's sometimes AEW is so confusing.
Exactly. It's like your roster is. I'm not gonna lie to you. Have y'all actually looked at the AEW roster?
It's deep.
It is deep. It is deep as hell because you have a bunch of part timers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
and
right.
you can mix and match and do anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It's like I don't understand. Like it doesn't make any sense. You got champions fighting champions. It's like why are we doing this?
Yep.
Now I see if they do it like on some Night of Champions. No, they didn't even do that at Night of Champions. They did have a pay-per-view where WWE put all the champions against each other. But just do it one night. You don't need to keep doing it. That was Survivor Series?
Yeah.
Okay. I can see if it was a Survivor Series type thing. But you're doing it almost every month. Every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get it. Oh. Looks like Bret Hart's going to be on Raw. Oh, cool.
Really?
So,
For real?
Yeah, it was like breaking news. Like Bret Hart's going to be in attendance for Monday Night Raw.
Stay away.
Look at his roster.
But
Look at his roster.
I knew you was going to pull it up.
Look at his roster. The Mobile Embassy. Why they're not going for tag team titles? You know what I'm saying? Like, You know, Brian Keith and Brian Keith and Big Cass. Why they're not going for the tag team titles? You know,
exactly.
Why they not going after the tag team titles?
I mean, bring up one of your guys, like
the Righteous.
Top Flight. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Hey, just as a little funny thing, Griff Garrison's still there. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I thought he left.
Hey,
He's still with Maria Kanellis last time I saw too.
that's wild. Hey, for anyone that doesn't know
look at all this
either,
stuff.
I don't know if anyone's happened to see the news on that either. AEW is also getting sued right now too, I believe.
The hell is Keith Lee?
Dalton Castles, the boys, and Kevin Kelly are suing AEW and Tony Khan for wrongful termination or something else. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, I seen that the other day. Yeah.
I heard Kevin Kelly, but I didn't know. But I heard Kevin Kelly, but I know the boys were suing because I know Dalton Castle's on the injured list for that concussion.
Right. Yeah. That's the last thing I heard about Dalton Castle. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know the boys were out. Okay.
They definitely come after Tony Khan.
Yeah, they got fired a while back. Yeah.
That's rich people problems.
Preston Vance.
Hey, but to go back to what you said,
They even put his
they
name
have Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Why are you not doing nothing with him? I ain't saying put him in the world championship picture.
Who knows?
No, literally, I seen
Willie Mack on the roster.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got Willie Mack.
Look at this. Wardlow.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
come on, man.
Oh shit, Warlow still up?
Yeah.
But you want to waste the time putting talent champion. Yeah.
Did you
Waste
miss
our
the
time by having champions fight other champions. It's like, come on, man.
Did you make a pick on this tag team match, Jay?
Oh, it's gonna be the Bucks. I don't even see the point of this match.
Okay.
Right, facts. Likewise, it's definitely gonna be the Bucks. Like right now, if it's VPs or Elite, they pretty much winning. Because I didn't even like.
The Bucks are also on like a light
Jack
contract.
Jack Perry is the only one in the Elite that's not winning. Yeah.
Shit, why not? Well, not now. Yeah, not this pay per view.
And Jack, that's the dumb thing is Jack Perry is the only entertaining part about the Elite right now. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He kind of is.
Yeah.
Everything is dry with him.
Okada.
I mean, I don't know.
Entertaining.
Okada's pretty funny, man.
Yeah.
Okada's funny, but
funny,
he hasn't done anything really hugely match wise since he's been in AEW. No one's been excited about it.
Okay, so Keith Lee has some health
You
issues.
can blame Tony Khan for that one.
Yeah, but what?
Some health issues.
What's good, Jonathan Watson?
He need to stay. He need to stop eating all them big old Kit Kats and shit with Mia Yim. For real, like, have y'all ever watched her screen? He sits there. He brings her all these big old treats and stuff like that. He eats the trees with her. Like, you gotta get healthy, bro.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but Mia Yim had a YouTube channel where she was cooking shit sometimes. She could cook.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell. Look how big Keith Lee is.
Hey, man.
Hey, I follow her and her sister, and like they throw down. They throw down.
Well, they part black, so
also,
it's like, you know.
Really?
You know. Yeah. She's a Korean and black.
Okay. I didn't want to speculate. You know.
No. She's Korean and black. So.
And then you know her sister who she talks to, right?
Oh, no. Her and Big E. Oh,
Big E. Her and Big E.
Oh, okay. All right. So they got the same kind of looking guy almost.
Yup. You know where I was about to go with it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
Got our types.
You know what I'm saying? Keith Lee told Big E, hey, man, trust me on this one. You know what I'm saying?
Yup. Trust me. Look, I ain't never lied to you before.
Get you one of them yams.
You ain't gonna never be hungry.
All right. The Chicago street fight between Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander. This, it's got their beef going for sure. It should be a fine match. What you think about this one, Jay Smoke?
I kind of like I said, I'm very biased sometimes, and I'm gonna be real, especially when it comes to AEW, because I haven't been there since the beginning to watch most of these people's journeys in AEW. So I can only attest for their journeys outside of AEW. And I'm a big Willow Nightingale fan, but man, I like Chris Statlander too. So I have her taking it.
Statlander? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Willow. I forgot to make my pick. I'm going Willow. Terrell, what you got?
Well, I'm actually waiting for this feud to end because it's been going on a little bit too long for my taste. I don't know why they brought the title in the picture, but I see Willow finally getting a dub on this once and for all. But I would not be surprised if Statlander finally gets her win over Willow Nightingale. But it should be a hard-hitting match because they're both friends outside of the ring, so that chemistry is always going to be there. So I'm gonna pick Willow to be done with this.
Okay, Jake, what you got?
Such a toss-up. I don't know. I mean, if I had to be honest, I have not been invested in this feud. I'm just gonna give it.
We're all tired of it, Jake.
I know. I'm just gonna give it to who I like more, which is Willow. So yeah, I'll give it to her.
Okay. All right. Yep. Well, I think we're all tired of this feud for sure.
Definitely. See, I hate being the odd man out, but hey, I roll with it.
Let's look at this one. MJF versus Danny Garcia. MJF, he did have something going on with Daniel Garcia going into All In where he hurt him and everything like that. And Daniel Garcia showed up at All and to get his revenge on MJF. And so now they're going to pay it off in this all-out match. And I'm just going to say I see MJF pulling out the win here. Jay Smoke, what you got?
Oh, man, I can't go against MJF. The man is doing, even though he lost, he just took that big loss to the title, he's still doing phenomenal work right now.
Yeah.
Expect MJF to bleed, though.
Okay.
It's going to take a whooping. He just tried to take the man out in his career. And Daniel, he definitely got something to prove. And this could, who knows, this could be his coming out part, the way he get rised up and they start booking him a hell of a lot more.
Yeah. All right. Terrell.
Yeah, to piggyback on what Jay was saying, this should be one of those matches for Daniel Garcia to really show what he can do, because we've been waiting on this Daniel Garcia for years now, and now he's finally getting that shot. So this is his momentum to win or lose. But at the end of the day, of course, I got MJF taking the win. I don't see MJF dropping 2 losses in a row within a 2-week time span. So, I mean, Dan Garcia's gonna give him all he can handle, but I see MJF once and for all getting this victory. I mean, who knows? This may continue on later, like Hangman and Swerve. Like, it ain't over till it's over. But right now, I'm MJF.
Okay. Jake, what you think?
MJF, because I'm never going to let this Garcia dude let down the fact that he dances like a weirdo.
The dance got him over, though. The dance helped. For real.
It did, man. It did.
Nah, man. The only thing it did was creep me out. I'm good.
Yeah, when you start bouncing people's faces off his jewels, I was like, all right. Where's the remote? Where's the remote?
Oh, all right. Well, we're going to have pretty much a European classic here with Will Ospreay versus Pac, and this is for the international championship. Pac is also, a 6-man tag champion. So I'm going to say Will Ospreay is going to bring home a victory. Jake Smoke, what you got?
Of course, can't go wrong with Willow Ospreay in this one, but I will say, like we said earlier, Pac, he delivers in matches. And Willow is also astounding. So expect a lot of high flying, a lot of acrobat.
Yes, absolutely. Will is going to do his flips for sure, man. Terrell.
This is a product of another bad booking because, one, he's a 6-man champion, and two, Pac has more losses than wins when it comes to championship matches. So you're gonna book this man to a corner here because he can't afford to lose, but Will Ospreay just got the title back, so he can't afford to lose either. So this is one of those, throw stuff at the wall and watch it stick type of booking. But I got Will Ospreay beating Pac. I don't know if this feud is going to move forward or it's going to be one of those typical AEW, build the feud up and then have the one and done match and, go their separate ways with another feud because Pac is still in the feud with, looks like, going to be in the feud with the Elite also. So it's like,
right.
We're all going to forget about this match once it's over. But
I think it's a one and done.
Yeah, I got Will Ospreay, and I think this might set up to him and Ricochet, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right, Jake, what you got?
I want, only because of my vendetta I have against Will Ospreay, I want Pac to win, and also because Jack Perry is more than likely going to lose to Bryan Danielson. If he had both those titles, that could set up something with him and Jack Perry. So I could see a little bit of extra light at the end of the tunnel for a seeing of him winning. Plus, you'd make Pac look strong, and he's coming off of, injury after injury. If he can stay healthy, it'd make him look strong.
Okay. All right, let's go to the main event. Bryan Danielson versus Jack Perry for the AEW World Championship. I do not see Bryan Danielson dropping the title here to Jack Perry. Although Jack Perry, I mean, he's getting some publicity out of this whole scapegoat thing and the Elite, and maybe we're going to see more problems with Bryan Danielson and the Elite going forward as a way to get the title off of him. So in this match, though, I'm picking Bryan Danielson. What you think, Trell?
Oh, this is easily Bryan Danielson. I think Jack, like I said, Jack Perry is the only Elite member that's not gonna win anything. He needs to focus on building that TNT championship as that dominant heel. He should not be chasing the world championship because whoever beats Jack Perry, it needs to be a big deal. So he needs to focus on being, that champion. This should be a one and done. I'm pretty sure it looks like we're heading towards the D Elite versus the BCC type of thing, which I'm anxious to see how that's going to turn out with Mox because eventually they're going to cross paths with that. We always saw how Mox told Jack Perry he's a sweet kid, so he's already on his side, so to speak.
Right.
So because I don't see Jack Perry winning, especially if Hangman's winning this match and probably going to drop the title to Bryan Danielson. I don't see Hangman and Jack Perry fighting for the AEW championship. So because Hangman's going on a monster heel run, so you already know what's going to happen with him. So I think Jack Perry's going to lose this, and hopefully he'll drop back and focus on the TNT TNT champion. Who knows? We might see Pac challenge the TNT championship the way this book is going.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
All right, Jake, what you got?
Yeah, this is Brian Danielson without a doubt, and I have no reason to expand upon it. It's obvious.
You know, I think they could be hurting Jack Perry here with kind of making him chase a little bit. If you want him to be a heel, like let him be a heel. Heels don't chase. Like they get stuff given to them and all of that. Like let's not make him chase.
Exactly. He has the TNT championship, so why is he chasing the world championship? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: why? Let's see. 2000, late 2002 to 2005. Why did it work so well for Triple H? Because he had a GM that gave him everything when he lost the title. What does AEW not have? They don't have an Eric Bischoff to give the heels their things. They have Tony Khan, who is also known as Tony the Mark Khan. He's constantly a good guy. He doesn't do anything against the grain. They don't have a general manager. They need something to help the heels in that
They got
brand.
a struggle. They got a power struggle going on with the Elite versus Tony Khan, you know, by way of Chris Angel or not Angel, Chris Angel. What the hell is his name?
Christopher Daniels. I mean, it did start off as a power struggle. Then next, we haven't seen Tony Khan since. So it's like, is there really a power struggle? I mean,
but we see Christopher Daniels come in and assert his power, which was given to him from Tony Khan. He's supposed to be the mouth of Tony Khan.
Yeah, he's the mouth of Tony Khan. He's not that, that figurehead. And let's say like if Shane McMahon pulls up, that he's gonna be a figurehead. Like Christopher Daniels is really a figurehead. He's like a Chief Morley type of thing for Eric Bischoff, So Daniels isn't really. He just sometimes even Tony Schiavone would get up and like, oh, actually, I just heard in my ear, Tony Khan actually says, this is what's gonna happen, yada yada. So it's not always Christopher Daniels. So you're right. Like they don't have that guy. So if my theory is correct, the way Moxley's acting now, when he's pretty much cool with the Elite, I really do think it's probably Shane McMahon that's going to be that figurehead for the Elite. And now you're going to have a power struggle. But will Tony Khan, be in front of the camera more often? Like, how's that going to go?
I doubt it. I doubt he is.
I'm perfectly fine with it being Shane, but you know what else could work for him? I understand WWE and TNA's got the partnership. I know he just showed up and shook Ziggler's hand. The perfect arrogant prick general manager that AEW could use is literally a JBL.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he has a Legends contract, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why he's perfectly fine working in TNA because WWE's like, go ahead and hop over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, the potential's there for AEW. It's there. It's just, what are they doing? What are you waiting on?
Exactly.
They just screw up this opportunity, man.
Yep. Okay. Well, that is the card for All Out. We're gonna have that's gonna be going on this weekend. So be sure you go out there and check it out. Guys, I appreciate y'all joining us for the show this week, man. Again, man, y'all go ahead and follow Sports for You on Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube. Again, they're putting out a lot of good podcasts. So go ahead and check them out. And already know with STWF TV and Jake, they're always putting out fire content and everything like that. So be sure to check those guys out too. Be sure to hit the like button on this podcast and subscribe. And we will see you guys again next week. We out.
Go Saints.
Yes. Go Saints. Who that?
Go Tigers. Go Tigers. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it out the way before Kenny Omega walks in the building. So
right. That's right.
Out the way.
Well,
That's
hold
right.
on, wait. I understand that this is a wrestling podcast, but because I got two Saints fans here, allegedly, when are we going to see Spencer Rattler?
Next year.
Garbage time. Garbage
Preseason.
time. Garbage
You don't
time.
think at all this year? Really? That's crazy.
Next year in preseason.
I don't have negative opinions on Derek Carr right now. So
Right.
So I'm not
That's
those
what
type
he
of people.
Well,
Let the shiny new toy in this wrapper until it's time to be used. But now it's not the time. The kid's not ready to lead right now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, for the sake of my fantasy team, I hope Alvin Kamara has a 1,000-yard season and about 28 touchdown catches.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I
All
have
right.
him in both my leagues. He fell to me, so I'm hoping for a good season from him.
Let's
We're
go.
pushing the running game more often this year, hopefully. So yeah.
That's right. All right. Let's wrap this thing up. Kenny Omega, do your thing.
Must bid you two goodbye. Mwah. Good night. Bang! Yes!
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.